Congratulations, you get to make a decision. Will you stay here on Mars or go back to Earth? You might wonder, well, didn't I always have that decision to make? That's true, but something changed. See, the company that brought you here, company that brings you replacement parts, brings new people, it has gone bankrupt. You might wonder, why did it go bankrupt? Well, nothing really they did. It was merely just stock price. See, when you got here, expectations were very high to make something exciting, new and profitable. New goods, new ideas. And they came, sent back some resources, rare metals, and there are patterns going on. But Earth being Earth, people are already trying to get around those. They're saying, well, you built all those ideas on Earth's technology. Shouldn't it belong to Earth? Well, at the same time, making just enough adjustments to say, wow, this is a completely different pattern. So, lawsuits. Lawsuits take time, take money, which is not great for the idea and future of the company. All in all, they did their best, but, we got, and then there were the lawsuits for the late delivery of goods, and gold being too late and stuff. There was the additional medical care that was needed after the blackout, and people started to panic, and psychiatrists were needed, so they were sent up. Things like that. It all built and built and built until, well, it just wasn't possible to keep going anymore. So, yeah, it's a fact. You can't do anything about it, but the choice is still there. Will you stay here or go back? Now, obviously, the company can't send the rockets anymore to pick you up, and I don't think there's any nation that feels obligated to go and get you, but there are still rockets here because of the launch window. It will take about a year before Earth can be reached again, and there are still a few rockets here, so you could go back. You've been here for, 5 years now, so 6 years on Mars, and like a few months through zero gravity and back on Earth. It's possible. Just, I guess, because, well, your heart, your muscles, your bones, they're all used now to, well, Mars atmosphere, not Earth. So if you do get back, it's going to be painful. Very painful, probably. But you probably survive, which is, you can't really say about people who've been longer here, because they're basically stuck. But, that's very bad for them. Not that bad for you yet. But let's say you go back, and then, let's say you make it. You're on Earth. Hooray. Which country do you belong to? Is anyone required to take care of you? You have nothing here anymore. Everything on Earth has been sold and gone. You probably don't even have money or currency, at least that's used on Earth. And the pain will still be there. So medical, who will take care of you? Will be paid, will be covered, or will you just, well, be on the streets? Of course, staying on Mars isn't great either because, well, now you won't get anything new. There are no new supplies coming in, no new people. Can you actually make it with what you have? What if something breaks down again? What if there is another blackout? What if you lose the air you breathe? It will mean that, and it won't be a quick one then. Difficult, definitely. Well, maybe you can ask Earth for help. Write the UN and ask them, well, would you please send out goods that we need in case, we lose our lives otherwise? They might respond. They'll probably respond, but I don't know if they'll be positive. Probably meetings and then thinking what they should do will take years. Luckily, you're not quite alone on this planet anymore. There are other colonies because, well, who wants to have only one colony on Mars? The other companies might be able to help you. You could try to go there, but your company was built with a specific amount of people in mind. I'm sure theirs too. So could they even take you? Do they want to take you? Could they take all of you? Dozens, hundreds? And even if they want to, how would you get there? Because it's not like you can just walk over. You're on the other side of the planet. Maybe you can trade with them. That might work. So, a tough decision for you to make. Oh, there's another option, by the way. What if the company gets bought again? A broke company can restart or be bought again. But there is a good chance that they'll just try to buy the profitable things, the patents that you have, some of the goods that could be shipped. You are basically a cost. You are, well, a liability. The original company had that in mind. It knew that. Took it, and hard. But new company might very well not. It's a difficult one, and it's one that I leave up to you. Would you go back to Earth and risk pain? Would you stay on Mars and risk death? Maybe flip a coin or something. providing you have cash. Otherwise, the VA just start minting before the launch window. Good luck, and I hope you make a good decision. And should you survive and stay on Mars, I hope you'll join me for the next episode when we talk independence from Earth. See you then. Good luck.